Hey everybody, Dr. Adam here with Hiveside. We're here in the apiary today doing our mite management for the season. We've been doing inspections over the last week, and we've identified that most of our colonies need a mite treatment at this point. We're at the late end of July, and typically we start to see mite populations ramp at this time in the season. And so we're out here doing mite treatments. We're using Formic Pro today, which is my favorite treatment during the season because it's something you can use with honey supers on. It's a short treatment, about 14 days is the treatment regimen. And there's a lot of flexibility with it as far as being able to use it in the season because of that short treatment window and the fact that you can do it with honey supers on. So you can see I'm here, got my PPE on, I've got my gloves, my long sleeve shirt, I'm putting a veil on as well when I do this treatment. You always want to make sure as you're going through and getting ready to do these treatments that you read the label completely. And Formic Pro has a really nice infographic pamphlet that comes with their product that allows you to really understand how to put this product on. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. But we've gone through, done our alcohol washes. We'll go ahead and put these treatments on today. They'll be on for the next 2 weeks and help control those mite populations as they're ramping up this time in the season. Let's get in the hives. Now, as I'm coming down through this colony, it's kind of important to note a few things. So what I did yesterday is I added a couple empty honey supers to this colony. And the reason that I did that is because today, when we put this miticide on, it's really important on those first 3 days of Formic Pro to make sure that you give the colony space to stretch out inside of the hive. The reason for that is the first 3 days, this product is gassing off, and it has a very, very heavy effect on these bees. And so what they end up doing is they end up really spreading out over the entire hive to kind of space out and allow for some air to flow through the colony itself. If you put this miticide on a colony that's too congested as far as not having a lot of excess space, what you'll end up seeing is those colonies will end up bearding heavily on the front of the colony. In my opinion, you'll also see more attrition from the bees. The product says on the label that you can expect up to 1,500 bees a day to die from this treatment, especially in the first 3 days. That's something to note. By spacing out this colony, by giving them extra room to kind of move around, you're going to mitigate some of that. At least from my experience, that's what I see in our apiaries. I have a couple colonies, the couple of first rows of colonies that we did yesterday, putting treatments on, and coming out this morning, I can see that there's no dead bees on the front of those colonies. And again, what my general rule of thumb is that I like to add 2 extra supers when I put this miticide on. And that's what you're seeing, these 2 top boxes here. This is actually the first box where they're actually drawing and storing honey. They have a couple frames here right in the middle that they're currently drawing and storing honey in. So where we're going to go for this treatment is we're going to go down into the brood chamber. Now I'm running all medium hive bodies on this hive, and we do that a lot in our apiaries. With the Formic Pro label, it tells you to put this on top of the bottom brood chamber. So if you were running deeps, you're going to have 2 deeps on there. You're going to put it right in the middle. For us that run the mediums, generally I like to put that on top of the second medium. That's about the middle of the brood chamber, because generally we'll see brood up into the 4th medium box when we run these mediums like this. Usually in the 3rd, but sometimes up into the 4th. So I'm going to go ahead and get down in here into the brood chamber and put this on. Okay, so now I'm into the brood chamber down here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to bring you in close here so that you can see exactly how I'm going to be putting this mite treatment on.